Do not let yourself become the creepy old dude. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen to you. Now, some dudes out there, naturally kind of creepy. It is what it is. But some dudes, as they get older, they don't adjust themselves. They don't recalibrate in how they look at younger women, how they approach or talk to younger women. And then at some point, they potentially become the creepy older dude. Don't let that happen to you. I'm going to give you 3 ways that I use in my personal life. It helps me, maybe to help you. 3 ways to help you not become the creepy older dude when it comes to younger women. So this is coming from the perspective of a young Gen Xer, still in my 40s, baby, but clock is ticking. So we'll see what happens. Well, rule number one, you have to treat younger women like they're scenery. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be rude or disrespectful. You don't have to be dismissive. You have to act like I'm not here for you. I'm on the move. I got a destination. You're scenery. Oh, look at the colors. The leaves on that tree, like they're starting to turn color. And then you keep moving. You have to treat good-looking younger women like they're scenery. I see you, but you're not my destination. You're not my objective. That way, one, it protects you from them thinking that you're looking at them and pushing up on them and whatever. And then 2, sometimes with women, when you don't give them attention, some of them then want it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying if you just ignore women, then they will start to talk to you. But what I'm saying is sometimes, for some women, they do want a little bit of attention. They just want the right attention and from the right person. And so maybe for some women, they're used to getting attention. They look a certain way, they act a certain way. And so when someone doesn't give it to them, they begin to wonder why. Most of these men, some of the women in here too, they notice me. He doesn't. Why is that? Now, like I say, that gives you a certain amount of cover from her then, or anybody accusing you of being inappropriate with her and, staring at her or saying something. You're like, no, I've barely said anything to her. I hardly noticed that she's there. She's decorations in here to me. It doesn't really matter. But sometimes, for some women, in some situations, when you don't show them attention, it makes them want you to show them attention. So you use that whatever way you want to use it. Second rule, you cannot try to act like them. Don't try to act their age. Don't try to act young. You can try to act younger, but don't try to act young. Don't try to be them. Be you. Be authentically you. Whatever age, stage you are in life, be authentically that. For 2 reasons. It's really kind of similar to the first thing that I said. It protects you from looking fake and inauthentic. I'm not out here trying to do what you all do. I do what I do, and maybe we have a connection with it. I don't give a fuck about whether you accept that I do this. I don't give a fuck about doing it with you. This is what I do. And if you and I just so happen to share this interest, then we share this interest. That's way different than an older person rolling up on young people and then trying to do what they do. Nah, fuck that. But it also, for some younger women, they see that and they know what time it is. They know that you're a little bit more mature, a little bit more refined. You've been around the block once or twice. Maybe you have something to offer them that these younger dudes don't. Maybe you have a plan. Maybe you've been putting your plan together. Maybe you've got most of your shit together. You see what I'm saying? You rolling up as an older person trying to be younger just psychologically makes it seem like you ain't really got your shit together yet. Having a young spirit is one thing. Acting younger, that's one thing. But trying to be like a certain age or have a certain look, it just gives off a vibe like maybe you ain't fully got your shit together. Because why are you trying to go back in time? Why are you trying to stay where you at? You should be growing and evolving, right? Younger people got a different perspective. They've only been around the block a couple of times. You're older. You really shouldn't be doing what we're doing. You should be kind of past that. But for some women, they will see the fact that you don't do the young shit. You just do what you do. You get in where you fit in, to quote Too Short. Gen X, baby. Too Short. You just get in where you fit in. And for some younger women, they will see that and they'll like that. Because the younger dudes can't do that. Like I say, they haven't been around the block as many times, so they don't have that perspective. So they're going to act their age and stage. And a younger woman is on that age and stage, so she knows what to expect. Good or bad, she knows what to expect. But for an older dude, she don't really know what to expect. And it makes her curious. So good and bad, not trying to be like young people, not trying to act and dress like them, protects you from being called out as fake and phony and trying to be what you're not, which is younger, their age. But then also maybe for some women, sometimes it sparks in them, it shows the differentiation, how you're not them. You know what I'm saying? How you're different. And that sparks a little bit of curiosity. Lastly, number 3. And like I said, these are 3 things that I've used in my life that I think have mostly helped me not to be the creepy older dude. I might be creepy for other reasons. I'm a Sigma male, so, I got my little quirks. But don't want to be the creepy older dude. The last thing you have to remember as an older dude when it comes to younger women, and this really goes for women, period. You could say this goes for men too, but really more so for women and especially younger women. Number 3, she's going to think whatever she wants to think. Your actions, your intent don't matter as much as you think they should. She's going to paint the picture that she wants to paint. So what I'm saying is you could have all the intentions and think that you're doing all of the actions to not be creepy, but if she thinks you're creepy, you're creepy. If someone else thinks you're creepy, you're creepy. You could be like, what did I do? You buttered your toast. Yeah. And then you didn't put jelly on it. Yeah, that's creepy. Like, it doesn't have to make sense to you. And she's younger. Different perspective, different age and stage. Some shit's just not going to connect. Some shit's just not going to make sense amongst you. So, you want to protect yourself in a certain way by not giving them too much to paint a bad picture. But ultimately, they're going to paint the picture of whatever this is. You also could do little to nothing, and she could crave you, telling all her friends on the low how she would like to hook up with this older dude, and fuck these younger dudes, or when she gets older, she wants a dude like you, because you don't give her anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep a certain amount of respectful distance. I see you, I speak to you, but you're not my objective. I might crack a joke with you and this and that, but I'm not trying to lure you in. I'm not trying to groom you. I'm not trying to be a predator. And for some women, that's what will turn them on. But what I do know is that if you as an older man, if you're out here and you are... Now, first of all, let me say this. Attraction is attraction. Attraction is attraction. As men, we grow accustomed to looking at attractive women from 16 up. The problem is when you were 25, okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Now you're 35 looking at 16-year-olds? Not as cool. But I understand you're still attracted to them. They're still 16-year-olds, but you shouldn't really be paying much attention to them. Yada, yada, yada. It varies based upon people's morality. But what I'm saying is you can't be the one to pursue. You can't be the one laying breadcrumbs. You can't be the one, trying to lure them in, putting the hook in the water. It can't be for them. Now, if you were just a fisherman with your hook out here in the water, and then a young catfish bites on it, a young trout bites on it, that's not on you. That's not on you. It's on you if you unhook them and put them in the boat, take them home and eat them. That's on you. That's on you. You seen how young this fish was. But you just out here, I'm out here smoking one, chilling, drinking, reading, whatever. Mapping out a plan for life, plotting. Got my hook in the water, nice sunny day. I'm just out here chilling. Oh, what's that? What's that? And then you reel it up and you realize it's a tad bit too young for you. That's not your fault. That's how you need to be out here. But if you are out here in the young pools, you know what I'm saying? In the ponds, in the shallow water, trying to catch minnows, that's on you. It could get you in trouble. It could get you fucked up. But it also is, it's creepy. You're going to come across as the older creepy dude. Now, maybe for some men, they don't give a fuck about that. I do. Especially considering the fact that I got daughters and nieces and cousins and yada, yada, yada. And as a man, I want to set a certain good example if I can. But them three things, like I say, you cannot, you got to treat younger women like scenery. And like I say, that's just the best way, because you shouldn't really be out here trying to chase them. If they come your way, that's a different story, I guess, depending upon how young they are, depending upon the age and stage. I know someone that's in a relationship, it's a 17-year difference. For some people, they've seen that before. For some people, a 17-year difference, they're not 57 and 40. But when they first hooked up, not to just put their business out there, but when they first hooked up, first really, really got together and tried to be a couple, she was about 22. He was 39. That's two different ages and stages. But here's where it came across. Here's where it worked out where he wasn't creepy. She pursued him. She pursued the fuck out of him. Not like I said, not to fully put their business out there. I think they met when she was like a freshman in college. And she basically waited until she graduated college. She waited 3 years. She was about 22, about 23, and she was like, I want you. I know I'm younger, and yada, yada, yada. She courted him. She chased him. He just happened to be, with it. But my point being is, like I say, you have to, treat younger women like they're scenery. Nice scenery. I see you. Look at that. Look at the field. Look at the corn. Look at the horses. Oh, look at the sky. Look at the clouds. It's not my destination. 2, you cannot try to act their age. Be you. Be your age. Be your stage. Be authentic with it. And yes, some of the younger people will be like, you are out of my league. You are old fogey or whatever. No. But some of them will be like, I'm interested. You're not like them. You're not like my peers, the people that I see all the time. You got a different story. And then thirdly, like I say, speaking of story, ultimately, especially for younger women, she's going to make up whatever story she wants to make up. So if you give too much rope, you're going to get hung on the noose of being the creepy older dude. And if you don't play too much into things, just be authentically you, but you know what I'm saying, a little bit of space, a little bit of buffer. You have to cross that space. You have to cross that buffer. You have to come into the no man's land to indicate your intent. Because if I cross into that, if you even think that I'm crossing into that, you even think I'm trying to find some way to tunnel across, I'm the creepy older dude now. You're the creepy older dude now. He's the creepy older dude now. And dude will be like, man, I just so happened to take a look. You know what I'm saying? I just so happened to say hi. I just so happened to say. Sometimes men are creepy for being friendly. And sometimes men are creepy because they don't pay you any attention. So that's why I say, in conclusion, when it all comes down to it, number 3, she's going to think whatever she wants to think. So you might as well just be authentically you. And like I say, just provide yourself a certain amount of space. Your scenery. I'm not here for you. I'm doing my thing. We're not the same thing. And then the ones who are worried about you being creepy, You two never have to come across each other. You two never have to have any problems. You're giving her space, and that's what she wanted. But for some women, they're going to be like, what's his story? There's something about him. And then they potentially cross into no man's land. They cross the border looking to find a little bit more information. So it is what it is. Attraction is attraction. I am not about to sit here and tell some grown-ass men of any age that you can't be attracted to another grown-ass person. Attraction is attraction. Your body speaks. Your body picks up on frequencies. I've been around different people who I knew absolutely I could never do anything with. They either did not want to fuck with me or I should not fuck with them. It would be devastating in our lives. But my body craved them. My body wanted them so bad. And maybe there was somebody out there that felt the same way about me, but was like, I can't make that move. I can't make that move. So attraction is attraction. Attraction is attraction. It's magnets. And then when you realize, like, oh shit, we got some type of pull here. We got something that's kind of bringing us together. You can't just tell somebody that doesn't exist, that doesn't matter. But it's got to be mutual. It's got to be an attraction. It's got to be magnetic. You came to me as much as I came to you. It was genuine. It was mutual. It can't be, hey, I got some candy. You want some candy, little girl? It's cherry flavor. No, it can't even be like that, even though I do rock some lollipops with me. But that's just because I'm trying to get my LL Cool J on. Trying to find a 35-year-old round the way girl. Gen X. Anyway, this your boy out here just trying to drop a little bit of knowledge as if I got any. But like I said, you don't want to be the creepy older dude. Even though there are a significant amount of younger women who are looking for, and would fuck with older dudes. But you got to protect yourself. Dudes, you got to protect yourself from whatever she may think, whatever other people may think, but also just protect who you are. Be authentic with it, and just provide yourself a little bit of space, and that'll protect you. And if they talking about something, they'll come see you. That's all I'm saying. So, this your boy. I'm gonna smoke this one. I'll holla at you.